Moissanite. Well, it's probably one of the rarest stones on Earth, if not the rarest. You might have heard it called space dust. It hitched a ride in on a meteorite initially when Henri Moissan discovered it. He was a French scientist who was in I want to say Canyon El Diablo, which is basically it was the site of a big meteor crash in Arizona, and he was looking at different rock specimens, and he came across what I'm assuming he thought was a diamond, from what we understand, but something with a lot of sparkle, a lot of fire, a lot of brilliance. Something they later on found out to be very, very hard in terms of scratchability on the Mohs hardness scale. Well, fast forward to about, that was in 1893, fast forward to about 100 years later, and Charles and Cobard, a group by that name, was able to make an exact copy of this. Everything, lab created, 100%, and get it down to, well, it's still more of an art than it is a science, but when you get something that's super clean and super brilliant, it's got more fire, more sparkle, more brilliance than that of, in many cases, a deflawless diamond. You've got a rainbow spectrum, so when you get this out in sunlight, you're going to see an explosion of just light return that really, a lot of customers will say, you know what, we're good on our diamonds until we can afford a deflawless diamond. If this is a deflawless diamond, though, it costs you about probably, I don't know, I think 100 times, no, probably more like 1,000 times more than what we're charging for this. Now, keep in mind, although we're talking lab created with the moissanite, this is not an inexpensive gemstone to create. We're not talking about CZs, we're not talking about Austrian crystals, rhinestones, any of that. This is very, very strong, and so much so that, in fact, we put it in a lot of jewelry and in a lot of gold and platinum. Now, this is 3 karat 25. Majority of that is going to be in that large center stone, big oval. So you get a lot of real estate coverage through that. This is only $149.99. Now, if you guys have been out there shopping, or if you watch Shop LC for some time, you might understand why that is such a phenomenal deal. This very easily could go for $1,000 at a lot of your retail jewelers, and they are charging a fortune, a small fortune. Obviously not as much as diamonds, but they're charging a small fortune for moissanite. You don't have to do that. You're not sacrificing quality. We jumped in the game around 2018, 2017, after the patent was lifted from Charles and Cobard. And folks, you're getting something very, very special here. We've got 4.8 star reviews out of 26 reviews. What we're looking at here, we do have, and I don't see, we don't have that on set, do we? The vermeil, because we have a rose gold
No,
of the same. Okay, we do have it available in rose gold. We'll double check to make sure that that is the same price. And also a few in the yellow gold. Now this could make and would make a fantastic engagement ring. It doesn't have to be though. This doesn't have to be bridal. And obviously they weren't counting on me being in today. Usually they'll give it to me in my size if they have one available, so I can at least put it on my pinky finger, just to give you an idea of scale though. But take a look at that. This is not a shrinking violet. It's massive. You got these really beautiful rounds that are sort of crescendoing up into this very, very strong oval here. It's a nice wide band. It feels substantial. It's all going to be in precious metal. And folks, you've got even a $30 budget pay. So you're going to have 0 credit check, 0 interest payments on that. This is absolutely stunning. And moissanite has, again, and you'll hear me repeat this anytime we go to a moissanite piece. We have a couple of them. But more fire, more brilliance, more sparkle, more scintillation than that, in most cases, of even a VVS or a D-flawless diamond when it's at its best. And folks, this is the best. This is so gorgeous. And when you get this out in the sunlight, or if you're driving in your vehicle, be very careful, because the refractive nature of this stone is off the charts. It's going to sparkle, and it could be blinding. So this is absolutely gorgeous. You've even got a finished under gallery here too. So working with something fantastic, and I hope you all will take advantage of it. Now we've only got 41, or we did at the start of the show. So DJ, we get that over there, that AC just here. Yep. And we do have it available in the rose gold, obviously the white gold look and the yellow gold look. So $30 budget pay. Think about doing that. Get it home. You've got 30 days to make up your mind. So, look, there's very, very little risk, and when you get this home, you're going to fall in love. So it's a very, very high reward. So take advantage of that. That's sold 101. A
And
great.
I checked earlier, and the others options are the same
Okay.
price.
Okay.
Well, that one's for the sold out. That's what it was.
For the one that. Okay. So these. All right. We've got these at $149.99. Just to give you an idea, the sold out one that we had was at $229.
$239.
So chances are, after 24 hours, today's the 27th. We guarantee all our prices. We're guaranteed the lowest prices, whether they've been on television or here, or and sometimes in many cases even lower. So you have an opportunity to get this at $149.99. It looks like a $20,000, $25,000 diamond ring, quite frankly. Only with a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more sparkle, if you ask me. Again, very, very strong on the Mohs hardness scale. I kind of touched on this earlier, but it's going to be about a 9 to a 9.25 on the Mohs hardness scale. So pretty much the only thing that could scratch this is going to be a diamond. Even corundum, your rubies, your sapphires, come in at about an 8.75, 9 on the Mohs hardness scale. So this is even harder than those in terms of scratch resistance. So you've got something that you can wear every single day, something that absolutely, and nobody, and even diamond testers can't tell, many cases, that moissanite is not a diamond. So it's really powerful. And if you haven't had a chance to try moissanite, great opportunity here at $30 on Budget Pay, okay? We're going to move on. Gosh, this is gorgeous, though. Oh my goodness. Get it home. See what you think. 30 days. 30 days to make up your mind. So, gosh, I can't believe we got it in yellow gold and rose gold overlay too. Okay. All right. Next up, folks, this is an opportunity. I fell in love with this ring. The first time we showed it, we had about, I think, 43 of them. Zircon. Let's talk about zircon for a second. What is it? Well, it's a genuine gemstone. A lot of you might be thinking, no, that's the fake diamond. No, zircon, genuine gemstone, not zirconia, not cubic zirconia. So let's never conflate the two. All right. It can be fairly rare as well. It's probably one of the oldest gemstones on Earth. It's over 4 billion years old, and it's a doubly refractive gemstone. So a lot of times when you see certain items here, certain jewelry here, it'll have like accent diamonds or accent zircons. They look just like diamonds, the smaller pieces that adorn these beautiful pieces of jewelry. Because it often is a stunt double for diamonds. Diamonds, of course, they're not doubly refractive, but they do have a high refractive index, and so does zircon. In other words, the light goes in, splits into two, and you get lots of sparkle, a lot of bang for your buck. Now, the rarest form of zircon in terms of color variety, you've got green and red. Probably red more so than green even, but it doesn't matter because so you're talking about something, I say all that to say this, it's extremely rare, right? But it's just beautiful. I've sold, or I haven't sold, but I've seen a red diamond and had an opportunity to try to sell a red diamond. Very, very similar in look. Now it was a very small one. This is going to be about 2 carat 90 to 3 carats. So we're at a very, very, very large size here for a red zircon, which is already extraordinarily rare. We've got only 15 of these left. Okay, so the opportunity's here, and it's not going to be 1,400, 1,500. This easily should be at a minimum, in my opinion, 500 a carat, because it is such a larger benchmark size. Could we scroll down to the very bottom? I just want to give them the exact specifications on this on the center stone, because it's 2 carat 85. Okay, so we're approaching that 3 carat benchmark. You're well over 2.5, right? So you're getting A, extraordinarily rare, B, the carat weight, right? So we talk about the 4 C's when we're talking about both diamonds and even colored gemstones. So you've got the color, you've got the cut, which is absolutely beautiful. Could we switch that up in the back? Mm-hmm. And you've got the clarity, which it is crystal clean, and the sparkle factor off the roof. Again, carat weight, boom. I love that they put the half moons on either side. It's a beautiful adornment to go along with it. Those are going to be in white zircon. So we got 2 carat 85, and the remaining white gemstones are going to be in to be in the white zircon. You talk about bridal jewelry. This would make a phenomenal engagement ring. It really would. It's just beautiful. But no, just get it. You got a very low profile. You can wear it every day. It's gonna be about probably a 7.5 on the most hardness scale, zircon. So you got something that's very durable as well. But folks, to be able to get a red zircon, my former employer, who had really great prices, they're similar in a similar field. Whenever we had red zircon, they always sold out, but we never sold them something this size. I don't think it would be less than probably $400 to $500 a carat. If that, it'd probably be a lot more. Now it might have been in gold, but we put this in a sterling silver, so all precious metal, bathed in platinum. So you're getting a very expensive look. You've got that sort of Art Deco style design with these sort of half moon trapezoids here, which sort of just really amplify that gorgeous center stone. But I couldn't see us letting this go for anything less than $1,000. Folks, we're doing this for $129. If you're a gemstone collector, you owe it to yourself to get this home. Chances are you probably don't have a red zircon, because this is not something that you'll find at the retail level. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sure I have seen it, but I can't remember the last time I saw colored zircon, maybe a blue zircon, at the retail level. Extremely rare. So if you fancy yourself a gemstone collector, or if you're just getting into the game and you want something that's really unique, something that's a real conversation starter, something that you can now really blow people's mind with, because the beauty of it, the fire, the brilliance, the little embers that you're seeing in this, it's got almost like a sort of an fiery orangey red. You got some deep, rich sort of maroons in there as well, but it is just spectacular. And folks, to be able to get this at $129, it's a gift. So take advantage of it. We've got it available in a lot of sizes from 6 to 10. Not a lot of sizes, but just I'm saying a wide variety. We've got a 9, 8, 6, 5, 6. We've got a 7. There's only one 8, unfortunately, and that's about the average size female ring. Guys, if you're thinking about getting this as a gift, or ladies, if you're thinking about giving this as a gift, we've only got one in the size 8. But relatively low profile here, and absolutely beautiful. Sold 102. I know I spent a lot of time on it, but I'm very bullish on red zircon, and I'm excited we're able to show it again, because I was going to get one of these last time, and I kind of waited, and I was like, well, they're probably going to be close to selling out. Maybe I think today I might have to pull the trigger, but I'll give you the 24 hours. In the 24th hour, though, this is something I want for my collection, because I'd like to collect gemstones, and I know that we're able to do these here at a very, very affordable rate, and this is just an impossible deal. So take advantage of it. I hope you do. $129. You can get it on a budget pay, which is going to be under $30. Let's scroll back up real quick if you don't mind, sir. I just want to double check to make sure that budget pay is under. Okay, so a little bit over 30. Check that. So 32 and 50 cents. But again, we've got it available, very, very limited. There's only about probably 3 at the most in the sizes, but 5 through 10 at this moment. You've got only 3 reviews that are 4.7 stars, so that's pretty solid. And our estimated retail value of $809, I think extraordinarily low. So take advantage of this. I'm going to show you one last time. And where was the little white deal? Because I like to put that behind here, so the camera doesn't have an issue focusing.
Oh, right here.
Thank you, sir. In a minute. Okay. So last look, there we go. TikTok, everybody out there, look at that. This is the extremely rare, extremely beautiful red zircon. Again, sold 102. Sold 102. Whew, that's a winner. That is a winner. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I think in 3 years, I maybe saw probably 4 red zircon. And they had a lot of exotic gemstones. So we're going to shift gears here. We're going to go back to, well, we never did go to diamonds, did we? But we're going to go to Polki diamonds. We had a moissanite that was sold 101. Of course, that beautiful red zircon sold 102. There's only 14 now of those left. And then we've got this Polki diamonds. This is probably this is sort of an ancient way of cutting diamonds. So when we talk about diamonds, you've got one of the hardest substances known to man, right? 10 on the Mohs hardness scale, nothing can scratch it, except for another diamond. But the way they used to cut them before there was all the faceting and the modern equipment and the science sort of caught up, they would do them in slices. Well, the cool thing about Poké Diamonds, and they've had a huge renaissance, you get, in terms of bang for your buck, now we've got this gorgeous sort of waterfall necklace that's going to come after, so I'm but they do look great together. So that was a good call, DJ, putting them together. But what we've got here is an artisan crafted Poké Diamond pendant. Now this will come with a chain. It's going to be about 50 points of diamonds, but notice each one of these looks like it's about, I don't know, quarter carat in terms of the real estate coverage, that is. They're each going to be individually bezeled. These are all going to be in sterling silver, so you've got platinum overlay on top of sterling silver. It's, again, coming with that 20-inch chain, so this is going to be ready to go out of the box. It's sold 103, and you've got this nice sort of A, first letter in the alphabet. Everybody's like, yeah, Captain Obvious, we appreciate that. Now it's going to say sold out on the A. We've only got, 6. I think, then one of the A. We have 6. Okay.
Just happens on the website sometimes, so you gotta.
Okay, so it may be a little confusing when you go to Sold 103. If you go to the website, it's going to have a little slash to the A. But we actually have a wide variety of letters. Are they all going to be the same price? I'm going to assume yes. $57.99 is the price. Yeah, under $60, 50 points of diamonds. Yeah, that's like a little over $1 a point, all in precious metal. You got a nice size on the pendant here. That's going to be.
Oh, but also too, because I don't think I told you, if they click the little red bell on the item that says sold, they can put in their information to be notified of when it will come back in.
Okay, did you guys hear that? So just click on that red bell. If there's a letter that appears to be sold out, then click on the red bell that's sort of going to be in the top right-hand corner of it. It's going to be about, and that should alert you whenever they're back in stock available. It's going to be about 1.25 inches, just shy of 1.25 inches from the top of your bail to the bottom. You've got a nice, decent-sized bail. But this is a beautiful sentiment. Look, it doesn't have to be somebody's initial. If you have, something a message that you want them to think of, like you're beautiful, you can get Allie a B if you want, just a reminder. So every time she looks at it in the mirror, she knows she's beautiful. Maybe she doesn't know it. You've got, I think, pretty much every letter in the alphabet, except for a few, and just of course those you can always press that little bell button, which will alert you. But you've got something very, very special here. Poké Diamonds are extremely popular. We've had a difficult time sort of keeping them in stock because there's been sort of a renaissance in that sort of artisan look. And it is really neat because they have to individually bezel each one of these into different various shapes. They're mostly in fancy shapes. A lot of them approximating a pear-ish. You've got a couple that are just sort of an oval here and there. But again, we're talking about genuine diamonds. I don't know where you can get 50 points of diamonds for about $1 a point. That's extremely rare. We've also got budget pay available to you on this one. It's going to be $14.50. We're going to hold the line for 24 hours on this price. I got to imagine it goes back up. Typically when we have a budget pay, they're round numbers. So we've got it at $14.50, which tells me it's probably going to be bumped back up maybe to $69, $79, which is still a great price for 50 points of diamonds. Still, I imagine it would be under 100, even if it did bump back up. But keep in mind, everything we're giving you in terms of price, that's going to probably go up. Not always. They'll probably go back up, at least on the website, to the higher price, the everyday price, which in many cases can be over 50% more than what we have it for. So excellent opportunity here. Very thoughtful. If you're thinking about giving it as a gift, works great for the guys, works great for the gals. I mean, because it does come in the silver. So you've got a really, really nice sort of neutral color. It's going to match everything. Very, very beautiful item. Really cool. Something we don't see every day. That's kind of a new deal we've been doing. So I like that a lot. And again, it's going to come with the chain. So look, you're getting a silver chain to come along with it. It's not a itty bitty teeny tiny chain either. So I mean, that chain alone could easily run you about $69 to $79 at the retail level. So that is sold 103. I'm tangling them up, but we are going to move on. Why don't we go to this other one here?
Sure.
And I'm making a bloody mess here. All right. And friends, as usual, I didn't mention this at the offset of the show, but as usual, keep in mind if there's something that I'm not showing properly or you're not getting a good look, maybe you joined late in the broadcast here, definitely just give me a heads up or let us know in the comments section. We try to be as responsive as possible in dealing, especially if it's an item that you're kind of really enjoying and appreciating and you're wanting to get it, you know. Don't mind circling back if we have time. I know we got a little bit of a later start today, but we're going to speed through if we have to, because I want to make sure that we show you a lot of items, because these are some phenomenal items and opportunities. Now, excuse me. The allergies. DJ, the allergies. All right. Polka diamonds. Now, we just mentioned the whole sort of history. You know, we've got one of the oldest, basically, essentially the primitive way of cutting diamonds, which are extremely hard to cut. We have to cut them with other diamonds. But this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a new one on me. This is 2 carats of gorgeous polka diamonds. This is next level. I love the design. I love the real estate that you get, as we previously mentioned, with the polka diamonds. You get a lot of color, you get a lot of sparkle with those. Again, each individually bezel set, and all in precious metal. This is all in sterling silver. It's going to all have that platinum overlay, so a very expensive overlay as well. And it's just dreamy. I mean, this is something I can totally see you dressing down with this, but this one, I think, yeah, I think you wear this with that strapless, beautiful strapless dress, the little black dress that we talk about sometimes. You could dress it down with some blue jeans if you wanted to. Ballpark to boardroom, on and onward and forward. Now we do have a little bit of wiggle room here, because you do have some jump rings, about 2 inches worth, so it can go from about 18 to 20 inches. All right. $879 estimated retail value. That seems about right. I think that's spot on. But $179.99. Well, now you've done something really, really special. Now the cool thing about this also, and it's got a $36 budget pay, so keep that in mind. That's 0 credit check, 0 interest payment. It's not a credit card of any kind. Everybody can do it. That's if maybe you saw a couple other items, or maybe the budget's a little tight. We've all been there. You just put it on budget pay. You don't pay any interest whatsoever. So $36 gets this home today. You're going to pay a little bit over $1 a day for the remaining 4 months. And you get this. It is immaculate. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, very, very large on the size in terms of the cover there. Each one of these articulating in and of itself. Just a beautiful look. Yes. I think this works for any age group too. I think, high school, middle school, on up, 100 years old. I think this is a beautiful look. It's genteel. It's got class. It's got elegance and style and grace. And folks, $36. Gonna get it home. 2 carats. Once again, 2 full carats on your polka diamonds here. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm loving this one. This is gonna be sold 104. So I want to see how many we have. I think this will make a really, really nice gift for that person who kind of has a very high-end luxury faceted diamond pieces, but they want something that can be more of a, that's got some versatility. I think this is everyday wearable, and it's a fairly new arrival. We've got about 1 per state. So at $179.99, you're getting something very, very special here. Again, it's all in precious metal. These are genuine diamonds. We're not talking about lab-created or CZs on those diamonds. Gorgeous pokey diamonds. And a lot had to go into this too. You got to figure, the individual bezeling of each one of these slices with the pokey diamonds. Each one of those has to be individually bezeled. but it's just gorgeous. And I love all the articulation that you get with that as well. It's like a gorgeous chandelier, but only of genuine diamonds. $179. Good news here, though. Can we click on we have it in the sort of silver with the platinum overlay. We also have this in a vermeil, 2.5 microns of solid gold, if you wanted to go that route. Now that's also going to be $179. So you've got a budget pay on that available to you as well. So definitely think about taking advantage of that. Gorgeous. I think this would look. And we don't have it on set. Look, this is the one with the platinum overlay. All right, I'm loving that. Just to give you an idea, it's about the look that you're gonna get there. But I think that one in gold though, that's beautiful. Yeah, think about getting them both. Look, 60. What would it be? $72. $72 gets them both home on budget pay. Yeah, plus. You're not gonna pay any shipping, but whatever taxes are in your state, just gorgeous. Take advantage of this, folks. Think about getting the gold one too. I wish we had it on set. This is gonna be sold 104, and we will move on. I want to thank a lot of you for watching out there. What's up?
Aisha on TikTok was asking for the price for this one.
Okay, it was $179 on that one. So $179. It's less than $1 a point on your diamonds. 2 carats in total on the Pokey diamonds there. So we're talking genuine diamonds. And think about getting the vermeil one too. This again, if you go to sold 104, that was 104, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you go to sold 104, you'll be able to get all the specifics on the information there and the exact specifications there. But it's a really robust look, but it's very classy, I think. I think it's timeless elegance. Love, love, love that. All right. So we're gonna move on, and who's that client?
Aisha on TikTok.
Aisha. That's a pretty name. Thank you, Aisha, for watching. And if I need to flash it back in, I'm more than happy to do that. Okay. Okay. So we showed you a red zircon, right? That red zircon ring that sold 102. In Madagascar, I don't want to say frequently. They very infrequently do find it. But this material, apatite. Now, apatite's a relatively common mineral, but what is uncommon is to get it in these really rich, really outstanding, and it doesn't even look like a real gemstone, quite frankly. It looks like something that we just lab created because it's so brilliant. It's got the color is so neon. It looks like it's from outer space. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a carat 20 on a gorgeous Madagascar Paraíba apatite. Now, why are we calling it Paraíba? Paraíba, Brazil, was where tourmaline, Paraíba tourmaline, was originally discovered. Hence the name Paraíba tourmaline. It's basically copper-bearing tourmaline. It is one of the most expensive gemstones on Earth. It can be up to $5,000 for just a quarter carat. This is a genuine gemstone. It's not lab created. This gives you almost the exact same look. It is a dead-on ringer, not for every copper-bearing tourmaline. Now, there could be purple copper-bearing tourmaline. There could be greener hues and more pool water blue, more electric neon blues. This, ladies and gentlemen, is about as neon blue as it gets. The sparkle factor on this is off the charts. It is not typically found in sizes over anywhere close to a carat. So to get one that's over a carat, now you've got a traditional, just solitaire mounting, nothing heavy here, but it is all in solid 10 karat gold. So you are going to get our Luxuro card with this. This is, talk about gemstone collectors. The reason why I even mentioned, and it sold 105. The reason why I even mentioned the red zircon is because that's a collector's gemstone. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is a collector's gemstone to be sure. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place here. I wanted to grab this for you. Take a look at that. Look at that color. Look at that brilliance, that fire, that sparkle on that. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 karat yellow gold. So we've got a mounting here that easily could run you probably $200 to $300 if you were to bring in a stone of comparable size to mount. Minimum probably $300. We're letting this entire ring go for $199 with a $40 budget pay, 0 credit check, 0 interest payments on that. $40 gets home well over a carat. You've got a carat 20, so we're over a benchmark. Dead ringer for Pataiba tourmaline, the most rich neon, probably pool water blue, almost little hints of green in there though, almost like a little bit of sea foam I'm seeing flashes of. This is gorgeous. It's an oval cut, and again, to get it in solid gold, you know you've got something special because they wanted to put it in that solid gold. This would make a great engagement ring. It doesn't have to be bridal jewelry. It's just got that solitaire mounting, that sort of classic, But when you have such a strong presence, a strong showing, look at this on the model here. So I can show it on my finger all day long, but this deserves a really, really good. Look at the clarity on this stone too. It's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It looks like about a $20,000 to $30,000 carat 20 Pataiba tourmaline. And it's a real, genuine gemstone. Very, very rare. $749 estimated retail value. Yeah, easily. Not today. $40 on budget pay. Now here's the catch. We've only got it available to you in a size of 5 and a size 8. I've got the 8 right here, or one of the 8s. In total, we've got 7. We've got a total of 7 of these, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful solitaire. When you've got a stone of this magnitude, you don't need the accents necessarily. It is strong. This is going to be beautiful, classic, elegant, timeless, elegant simplicity, I would like to say, on a beautiful solitaire ring like this. But ladies and gentlemen, again, because of the namesake, the Pataiba, this was material they found in Madagascar, but it's aptly been named Pataiba apatite. It is just next level. It looks like a copper bearing tourmaline. I mean, I've sold that exact same stone, probably go for easily $20,000 a carat. This is fantastic. And very limited. So we're last in stock on that one. And I doubt we had that many to begin with, just because it's so rare to see one of this size. So take advantage of it. Clarity, beautiful. Color, beautiful. The cut, gorgeous. I'm not seeing a single window in that stone. And the carat weight over that benchmark at a carat 20. So take advantage of that. Last in stock opportunity on that gorgeous Pataiba apatite. A genuine gemstone. That's unbelievable in terms of the look of, yeah, okay. So lots of copper bearing tourmaline, but this is, yeah, whew, I love it. All right, so we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk about what to me, I mean, this has got to be designer. Is this Gaia? If it's not, it looks very, very much like our Giuseppe Perez designer piece. Gaia Perez, who's Giuseppe Perez's daughter, she is a beautiful and very sweet and smart lady. She came over from Italy, and she had a lot of high-end designs that were sort of a butterfly motif, because it's butterfly, obviously very, very hot right now. Butterfly symbol of sort of renewal, rebirth, transitional period, hopefully for the better, and usually in an optimistic tone. And it's just one of our most popular in terms of animal motif jewelry that we have. So what we've got there is beautiful in a gorgeous cocktail ring. Look at the size of that, size of an actual butterfly. But here's the kick it. We've got on this a rainbow of sapphires, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Now this one's going to be in a vermeil, so you're going to have a minimum of 2.5 microns of gorgeous gold on top of already precious metal with your sterling silver 925, 5 carat 50. The majority of that is going to be in your sapphires, and again, every color under the rainbow, from red, orange, yellow to blue. We've got some almost like some mint green in there as well. Now red, when we talk about sapphires, red, well, it makes you think, well, it's corundum, right? So red's got to be the rubies, but these are almost like an orangey red, and that's extremely rare to see in a sapphire. Extraordinarily rare to see. So you've got something truly special here. I'm going to get the backing over here, but take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very rich color. Now, is that going to be, I believe that's going to probably be moissanite or white zircon as the accent stones there. But the majority is going to be in your sapphires there. Zircon. Yep. So, out of that 5 carat 50, we've got a total of about a carat 40. And these are going to be in your accent stones. You can get a little butterfly, little eyes there. I love how they put this bubblegum pink right there, smack dab in the center. So you're not talking about micro pave in terms of the sapphires here. These are all pretty large sizes. From you got some pear shapes here. You got a nice blue sapphire there. You got the mint green, sort of lighter, sort of a golden, sort of a yellowy orange there. You got rounds here at the bottom. Of course, rounds there with those sort of gorgeous, almost like orangish red. So just a multitude of colors. Just the making of this ring, to me, is probably something from the sorting. And there is a rhyme, there is a reason to all of this. I think our designers did a fantastic job. And again, I love how they put the white zircons. So this is nothing but genuine gemstones all around. I love how they put those accenting white zircons and even little eyes here and this little torso here and whatnot, and then right here and through there and at the top. It's a gorgeous look. Friends, $129 is going to get this home. It's substantial, very sizable. If we could go back up to the top, I want to see what kind of sizing we have available. But I gotta say, this is a lot of hardware. This is a lot. It's not itty bitty dainty. It's got a nice thick band here. Just that silver band alone with the gold overlay. I mean, I gotta think, if we just take away the butterfly and you're just getting this, I mean, you got at $129, you got what at retail would be probably pretty standard. But to be able to get this for $129 and what is it, almost over 4 carats on your sapphire, you got a carat 40, remember, in the white zircon. That is unbelievable. Genuine corundum. We're not talking about lab created sapphires either, so that's very important to note. We only have this available in a size 6, 7, and 8. Those are about the average size for most ladies out there. But I do want to point out, though, that this is going to be very, very sizable. And what I should also point out is we've only got a dozen of these. So this is a last in stock opportunity. We didn't get many to begin with. And you're getting first crack at it. Multitude of sapphires, big bold look. Let me give you a quick measurement on that because we are talking about a cocktail ring, to be sure. It's going to be over an inch from top to bottom. So in other words, from here, it's going to be an inch plus from top to bottom, and then probably about the same going across, and then about an inch and a quarter, a little over an inch and a quarter on the wingspan. Find your finger, make it fit. If we don't have it in your size, no worries. Any jeweler worth their salt is going to be able to size that very easily. Shouldn't be too expensive. But what you're getting is a very, very, what should be a very, very expensive ring here with that multitude of colors on your genuine sapphire. And you can make an argument for rubies on those. Wow. It's gorgeous. But here's the good news. So while we only have, less than a dozen, or right at a dozen of those, of that ring, this is sold 106. We got the matching pendant. We are going to team you up with the matching pendant. Now, I'm not insisting that you go with the pendant if you went with the ring, but gosh, doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? So, if we could, let's click over. So 5 carat 50, we're going to move on from the sold 106. I'm going to leave it out, though, because these are absolutely 100% made I think to be worn together. And I don't know where you're going to find that exact match either. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, when we bring these prices, we'll match the price. So $129 on the pendant as well. We are going to give you the vermeil chain. That you're talking about $100 easy on that as well. That's 18 inches. It's going to come with it, so you're going to be out of the box. You're going to be ready to wear it, put it on, and it is gorgeous. But I don't know where you're going to find that exact match to go with it. And they do keep it consistent. They do keep it very, very consistent with the coloring that you're going to see on those. I'm going to say this one is more of looks like one of the Australian, sort of almost that indica-like color on your blue here. Sort of a popsicle blue on that particular sapphire. But again, they've kept that consistency. So you understand, there is a rhyme, there is a reason. Look at those together. All right? You get both of these home because you have a $32.50 budget pay. You get both of these home for what, $65? $65 if you utilize the budget pay is going to get sold 106, the ring, and sold 107, the pendant. Again, the pendant we've got less of. If it was a sizing issue, because we had 6, 7, and 8 on the sizes on the ring, the pendant, there's no sizing issues. As long as somebody has a neck, they're good to go, right? Good size on that one, same exact dimensions as previously mentioned. So it was going to be about an inch from sort of your, I guess, top to bottom. But I do love how they didn't do it perfectly centered. So that does kind of differentiate it from a lot of the butterfly motifs that you'll see. So you're sort of flying sideways, right, at an angle. And I think that just adds an extra dimension of sort of intrigue and exclusivity, because we're typically used to seeing the classic look, which is beautiful too, but I like it. I like mixing it up. So your bail back, you got a nice finished gallery behind. Again, 2.5 microns, solid gold on top of sterling silver. It's coming home with the chain. You're getting it for $129. So we've got 11 of these. Dozen on the ring. Okay? They match beautifully, perfectly. So if you get one, I would strongly recommend getting the other. And I'd strongly recommend getting it because we're talking 5 carat 50, of which you're talking 4 carat 10 on genuine, not lab created, multicolored sapphires, from orange to this sort of Montana or sort of like the Australian material. With that sort of teal color, light mint green, bubblegum pink, orange, yellow, golden, red, sapphire. I mean, it's got it all. So the whole rainbow, and it's absolutely beautiful. Again, the design work on that. Again, you have about a carat 40, similar deal, exact same dimensions, exact same size as your ring. So I don't want to kind of rehash and go through all that. Folks, if you want me to flash these back in, I'm more than happy to, because I think you, like I said, I don't insist, but it would be it'd be a shame to get one and not get the other. And again, that ring's going to be very sizable. We have it in size 6, 7, and 8, but they're both very limited. So a dozen or less in each, and that's sold 107. Now we're just about an hour in. So I'm going to give a kind of a quick reset. If you just joined us, maybe you're not familiar with the way it works here. I'm going to consult my notes here, because for TikTok, the way it's going to work for you, you go to the Shop LC TikTok page. That's the home page. You're going to click the link tree that's above email. They have in parentheses. Then you're going to click on live stream. That's your 4th option down. Scroll down to comments and then hit shop all on the left to view all products on the live stream. So that's for all of our friends there at TikTok. Thank you for watching. Instagram, Facebook, thank you for watching. Quite simply, on your end, it's just going to be in the comments section. We just showed you a sold 108, or is this the new one coming up?
Yeah, this is the new one. This is 108 right now. So we got 107.
Okay. So the item that we just showed you, for example, that pendant would be sold 107 in the comments section. Our next item is going to be sold 108, so on and so forth. Pretty simple stuff. And as usual, we always encourage you to chime in if you have a question or a comment. If it's something I can't answer, we'll try very, very hard to get that answered for you. If I go too fast on something, give me a heads up. Say, hey, Chris, put the brakes on. Go back. Let me see this. And I'm more than happy, if time permits, to try to accommodate you there. We're here to serve, and we do We do really appreciate all of you. We're breaking records with the amount of viewership. So I want to personally thank a lot of you out there for joining us. I want to encourage you to click on the like button. Share it with your friends if you would, please. That would be a huge solid. And I think it's going to ultimately help you, because the more people that watch, the more items we sell. The more items we sell, the more we're able to get this incredibly low pricing and even chip away at it even more in the future. So don't think of it as a well-kept secret. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, because that might pay off in the short term, but not in the long term. So, but thank you for watching. Click on the like button if you would, whether you're watching on TikTok. I'm trying to think of the way to do it there, but most of you probably know how to do it if you're watching through these modalities. But that is greatly appreciated. Just an FYI. All right. Now, shifting gears here. Okay, so there's a group by the name of Lustro Stella. These are some of the premier CZs, which is of course cubic zirconium, that you're going to find out there. Gives you that exact look of a diamond. Typically you're talking about a VS diamond at minimum. You're talking about colorless for the most part when you're talking about the very high quality. Now this is very, very high quality. These are elegant. These are sexy. They articulate like crazy. They're borderline shoulder sweepers here. You're talking about very, very large. You're getting that exact look of a very, very high quality diamonds. If these are real diamonds though, we all know that we're looking at probably close to 15, 20 grand, right? But that's the exact look that you're getting. You've got a multitude of shapes that I really, really love. You've got plunging in post and friction backs on those. Very, very strong, very thick, solid ones too. These are all going to be in sterling silver, but here's the kicker. We have probably the rarest metal and the most expensive, well, not the rarest, but probably the most expensive metal overlay on these with the rhodium. You've got the rhodium dip. Rhodium, of course, is a member of that platinum group of metals, but it is extraordinarily expensive these days. I think it's I've been saying whenever I do these, it's about over 5,000 a troy ounce. Rhodium, I think I read something the other day that said that it's at, or if not above, $10,000 a troy ounce. So that tells me, and I'm not sure if that's a recent news, I haven't looked at the chart, but it's obviously extraordinarily expensive. It's very strong metal. And folks, this was probably a deal that we made well before that the price really went through the roof, but it's always been very expensive for rhodium. But look at these. Are those not gorgeous? Just kind of give you an idea of scale here. Shoulder sweepers. Now, typically, when we get dangles here, we're not gonna see them in those really, really long form. I love these. These absolutely, you're dressing up. You've got that little black dress that's just dynamite. You're going to a wedding. You're in a wedding. You're the bride. Yes, yes. The bridesmaids. Yes, yes, and more yes. Ladies and gentlemen, these are $49.99. Nobody's going to break out their jeweler's loop and say, wait, are those real diamonds? They look. You've got that exact look. We're going to talk about perceived value here, right? Perceived value is 15 to 20 grand. Large stones. Multitude of different cuts, from an oval, a pear-shaped, marquise, round. You've got a sort of an emerald cushion there. Marquise, I mean, on and on and on. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Each one articulate, each one emitting fire and brilliance, rivaling that of probably a VS diamond, VVS diamond. These are spectacular. $49.99. Just look, well, Chris, those are too dressed up. I don't dress up that much. Okay. Look, you're paying $12.50 on budget pay. You don't have to be dressed up. You don't have to be going to meet the Queen of England. Oh, wait, she's passed. You don't have to be going to meet the Prime Minister or President. Just wear them. These are hot. And for $12.50 on budget pay, I mean, that's a spectacular opportunity. Now, I want to give you a count here on those, and I've just DJ, I've made a mess.
This one, let's see.
Because this is going to be one of the more affordable. Now, while we're finding...
We have 2 in each.
Oh. These are going to sell out. We've only got 2 of each. 2 of each. What? What's that mean? Wait, what do you mean of each? Not 2 of the earrings. We've got them also in a vermeil. Now, let's double check. The price on the vermeil also going to be $49.99. Good news here. Well, bad news first. There's only 2 of each of these. So I've got one of the 2 that are in the with the rhodium overlay, that very expensive rhodium overlay, and then there's 2 the exact same design with the vermeil. Okay, so that's the bad news. There's only 2 and 2. What's the good news? Well, you're not going to pay any shipping on them. $49.99. That's at the and they look like they're $20,000 pair of earrings. But you know, at the $49.99, anything's $50, and the threshold is about $49.99. You're not gonna pay any shipping, so you get free shipping on those, and those will clearly sell out. Ladies, if you love them, look, get them home. 30-day money back guarantee. You won't return them. All right. I know it's not. Just giving you an idea of scale. Let me give you a measurement real quick before we move on, and I don't want to spend too much time because I know that these are obviously going to sell out. I wouldn't delay on this one. I don't like to hard sell you guys. You know that if you watched the show before, but whenever there's quantity, if you're not moving right now, chances are you're going to miss out. From top to bottom, nice big post and friction backs on those as well. Take advantage of it. That's a great get. Elegance. Oh, yeah, and then some. All right, now, gentlemen, we've got something for you. Ladies, you could also wear this, I guess, if you were so inclined. This is an expensive look. This gives you the look of VVS diamonds. This is not going to be CZ's, though. We're talking about moissanite. Lab-created moissanite, of course, but very, very expensive to create. More fire, more brilliance, more sparkle than that. I would say in this case of probably a VVS diamond even. But you've got a nice finished undergallery. This is all going to be platinum over sterling silver. It's the ideal gents ring. It checks every single box that there is out there. And I'm going to regret this, but I just put on the, I think we have this in a size, well, I think we have a size 11. This can't be the 12. Maybe it is. Yeah, okay, maybe this is the 12. Okay, perfect. It was a little tight, but yeah, it is. So we have this in a size 12. I think that's about the average gents, maybe an 11 is. We don't have it in 11. We've got it in a 12 and a 13. But this, you got a nice blocked off top there. This is ideal. Moissanite gents ring. This is a carat 65 on the clusters here. Look at the sparkle. Look at the brilliance. And it's got it. It's got it, folks. This is everyday wearable. It's got a low profile, so guys, you work in the trades or something like that, not an issue. It tapers off at the bottom, so it's not going to be clunky, and you work with a hammer, whatever it is. I think you could wear this every day. You could absolutely wear this with a tuxedo. And ladies, don't, again, if you can make the larger size work and you love it, go for it. But it is ideal in terms of the perfect sort of cigar style band on that one. So it covers all the right real estate, not too big, not too small. This is a just right Goldilocks. I was about to say Alice in Wonderland. This is the Goldilocks treatment for the gents out there. Folks, this is $97.99. $97.99. You're getting the look of white gold with that platinum overlay. It is strong. It's going to go with every single outfit, whether you're wearing a pair of blue jeans. In my case, I would totally wear this every single day. And if you want, again, dress it up, tuxedo, wear it to church, whatever, you're getting a little bit more on the dressy side, absolutely. You're going to look like $1 million. The ideal gents ring. Again, it's got that nice sort of honeycomb under gallery, which I don't know does it show it go all the way around? Because I think that's important to note. A lot of times they won't have a finished under gallery. This one is not honeycomb, but it's got definitely a finished under gallery, nice filigree work underneath. And again, nice blocked off design. So you're getting a big face, a lot of bling here, and then a nice little going down either side. Oh, there you go. Yep. So finished under gallery there. That's going to make it very comfortable going on and off the finger there. So I will these are going to be, yeah, so these aren't channel set or anything. So, I mean, yeah, if you need to size this up or down, I don't think that's going to be an issue whatsoever. So any jeweler can size it up, size it down. What I will say, though, is there are 20 of these in total between the 12 and 13 that we have. So you've got a $19.60 budget pay, which tells me this is probably going to be an everyday price of probably about $129.99. So if you love it, I would say go for it today. You got 24 hours. Probably going to bump back up. I'd say probably to 139, 149, or maybe anywhere from 129, probably to 149. I would say would be the everyday price. Got a decent amount in terms of your gram weight. Feels nice and comfortable, but it's got some heft to it, so it does feel substantial. It's not too heavy though, but it's a great look. And again, the sparkle factor, moissanite, more fire, more brilliance, more sparkle typically than that of an even flawless diamond in most cases. Rainbow dispersion that you get from all the sparkle. And if we could close out, I want to click it back to that sort of moving picture so you just get a look at this from all these different angles. It is spectacular. So not too many frills or anything though. To me, it's just right. It's just right, and right at that everyday wearable. Well, I guess for the guys we can say ballpark to boardroom too. Absolutely, why not? Yep, this is a CEO ring, for sure, but it's also an everyday wearable ring. Moissanite 9.25 on the hardness scale, the Mohs hardness scale. So it's going to be very scratch resistant. Other than diamond, you're gonna have a difficult time scratching these up. They're very, very strong. And again, folks, moissanite is not inexpensive out there. It is not. Make no mistake. And if you shopped around at the retail level for moissanite, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know how expensive this material can be. We're able to do it at a rate that I don't think anybody can beat. Just the hardware alone in this ring, the mounting minus the moissanite, would easily anywhere run you probably $200 to $300, I think, at least. Then you add to that all these beautiful sparkling round cut moissanites, and you're just working with something spectacular. You got a nice picture frame halo here, but you're getting a lot of bling for your buck, a lot of bang for your buck elsewhere. You've got a nice high polish on this one as well. So it's just gonna have that look of white gold or platinum, and it's strong. Gents, that's a handsome ring. Ladies, if you're thinking about getting your husband, your son, your boyfriend, your father, your brother-in-law, whomever, a really nice gift, and even if they're not a big jewelry person, get it for them. I think they're going to love it. They're going to absolutely love it, and explain to them, what moissanite is. And again, it's not inexpensive to create moissanite. This is a very, very expensive gemstone to lab create, but when it's done properly, that's a very expensive look. $819 at the estimated retail value. I think it's not out of the realm of possibility to find this for that, plus maybe $100 even. You might get lucky and find it for $400, but to get it for less than $100, you're not going to pay any shipping on it, and basically a $20 bill gets this home. $19.60 on budget pay. Zero credit check, zero interest. Just a premier, quintessential, very outstanding gents ring here. Nice cigar style band, tapers off at the bottom, finished under gallery. Beautiful, beautiful. That was sold 109. We're going to move on to sold 110, which is this beautiful peridot ring, the Arizona Peridot. Mine right here in our backyard here in America. And this has a classic, it's going to be a moissanite halo. So we talked about the moissanite. Let me keep that gents ring on this solid. There's only 20 of those, by the way. But I digress. What we have here, 2 carat 40 total weight. So you're probably looking at about, I'd say probably close to 2 carats on a premium peridot here. This is going to be in solid 10 karat yellow gold, so it's not going to be the overlay. So you're looking at something that would easily probably rack up around, I don't know, 12 to 1,300, maybe 1,500 at the retail level, solid gold, sure. Folks, we're doing this for $299. This is in 10 karat yellow gold, so it's going to come with our Luxaro card, very high-end brand that we do here at Shop LC. A pear shape is just the classic. It is quintessential beauty. It's feminine. It's elegant. It can be worn upwards with the point facing upwards or downwards. So you got a little bit of versatility there, depending on what your mood is. And it's never going to go out of style in terms of this design, that beautiful sunburst style design, just the halo. But not is it just any halo, you've got the halo that's going to give you more fire, more brilliance, more sparkle than a diamond. It's going to amplify that amazing color on this beautiful premium. And I'm sorry for the fingerprint on this one. Let's see. Let's do this. I'll just show it to you like this. There we go. So there we go for TikTok, everybody out there. I know it looks like it doesn't look like I'm giving you the middle finger. I'm just holding it on my middle finger, but I want you guys to see this. This is gorgeous. This, of course, is your August birthstone. I don't know if you guys are getting a good look at that out there, because I'm not getting my my view here on the screen over here, DJ. So you tell me. Up, down, left or right for the main, and for Facebook and Instagram.
A little bit higher up. That's good.
All right. 2 carat 40. Can we scroll down? We've only got this in a size 8, so that's the bad and good news. Good news is that's about the average size of most females' ring. Or it's a find a finger, make it fit. So about 1.70 carat on the peridot. It shows more like a 2 carat. This was said to be Cleopatra's favorite gemstone. Now, of course, back in those days, any stone that was green, or virtually, maybe save a couple that they could differentiate, but a lot of the green gemstones, very high quality gemstones, they thought were just a variation on an emerald. So this was said to be her favorite color, this sort of really vibrant lime green, sort of really almost hints of olive color in there as well. But it was said to be her favorite hue of emerald, Cleopatra. Good enough for her? One of the most beautiful women, powerful women in the world, in history, throughout history. Yeah, I think good enough for a lot of folks. And it's just gorgeous. Peridots, I think, it's not underrated. I just feel like it doesn't get its due because it is one of the most beautiful green gemstones there is. Of course, my mother, she's a Leo. She's a August 19th. Oh gosh, August 19th. Yep, my mother's birthday. So this is, of course, her birthstone. If you have an August birthday, or if you know anybody with an August birthday, think about getting this for them. Classic. I mean, and it's a large size. I'm going to kind of put this on my finger just to give you an idea there. I've got pretty big hands, and that's going to give you a nice, robust look. Of course, that sparkle and fire and brilliance that comes, and scintillation that comes from the moissanite really does help to amplify and really add to the luster and the beauty of that gorgeous gemstone. And a pear shape, gosh, that's one of the most beautiful cuts there is. If you don't own any pear-shaped cut gemstones, you really are missing the boat on that, because it's a beautiful cut. Lots of fire, lots of embers in that one. This is going to be sold $110. I want to remind everybody, this is going to be the carat 70 in the peridot, and then 70 points on the moissanite. But I want to remind everybody that this is going to be in solid gold. Okay, so the mounting, quite easily, you got a nice sort of bird cage style mounting there, relatively low profile, and just a classic beauty. Never ever going to go out of style, and of course one of the most beautiful gemstones there is out there. August birthstone peridot, $299. Think about getting budget pay on that one, but that one is in solid 10 karat gold. Yellow gold, I think, looks fantastic with green gemstones. It really draws out the color better than any form of metal, in my opinion. So, for example, for my money, if I'm getting an emerald ring, I mean, sure, you want to have it in a couple different. You might want to get it in platinum. You want to get it, but I think yellow gold really does make the color pop. So, for all those reasons, classic look. No matter how old, how young you are, this is going to be elegant, and it's going to be everyday wearable. You can definitely dress it up or dress it down. So it's got some versatility to it as well. All right, so take advantage of that. We've only got on that one, there are 5. And according to what I'm seeing here, we do have it actually in a couple other sizes. We've got it in a size 6, 2 in the size 8. Okay, and then we've got one size 10 and one size 9. So one on the 10, one on, and I've got the 10 here, I'm guessing. Or no, this is the 9. One on the 10, one on the 9, and one on the 6, and then 2 on the 8. So 5 total in stock. Last chance. Premium peridot. All right, $299. $60 budget pay if you're wanting to stretch your dollars out. But that is a fantastic opportunity on the August birthstone. So we're going to move on from that one. That was sold 110. And I hope you guys are having a good time. I want to say a quick word about something that we've been involved here for a couple years now, and I'll make it very, very quick. Every purchase that you make, whether it was that gorgeous pair of earrings that we got, those were $50, unbelievable. Or it's a more expensive item, and I think we've got items that are going to be up to probably $399, $400 here today, but we kind of been all over the board. The average is going to be around 100, 150, 129, something like that. But no matter how big, how small your purchase is, your purchase will go towards feeding a hungry child. Through your purchase feeds in Akshaya Patra in India, where our parent company is from. So keep in mind, I think we hit the milestone of 47 million meals delivered to children in need. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a beautiful thing. We do it on your behalf. It's already baked into the cake, so it's not anything that you pay anything extra. We don't round up or anything like that. So I just wanted to kind of point that out. If you're on the fence and you're just like, well, you need just one little reason, that's a really important reason. So to keep in mind every purchase, even if it's a $3 item, which I don't know that we have any of those today, but no matter what, or if it's $30,000, doesn't matter. Child's going to get a nutritious meal. So congratulations on that, whether you knew it or not. It's a lovely thing that we do on your behalf. Okay, so my favorite gemstone. We showed you red zircon that was sold 102. I'm in love with that. But blue zircon, to me, is one of the most brilliant, fiery, and just the color is this neon, almost Santa Maria aquamarine color that is, and it's a doubly refractive gemstone too, so you get almost the look of diamonds. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is a tennis bracelet. Oh yeah. You've got, we've got available in a 6.5, a 7 1/4, and an 8. I would say, look, dudes, if you can wear an 8, which I can, that's the size I wear, I would rock one of these. Guys are wearing tennis bracelets, the diamond tennis bracelets all the time. But ladies, absolutely, look, these are genuine gemstones. This is not, lab created gemstone here, ladies and gentlemen. I know it looks unreal. The color is sensational. They're cut, calibrated in terms of the cut, the color, the clarity. It's all matched up just mwah. You've got the ovals here, so it's gonna give you a nice, big, robust size. 17 karat 65, and that's with a 6.5. So that's gonna be minimum. So you're talking probably with the 8. Just because they're gonna have to add, 1, 2, probably, 4 or 5 links. So you're talking about probably well over 20 carats of genuine, extraordinarily rare Cambodian blue zircon. Absolutely stunning. You've got a plunge and insert clasp with a double safety latch. You've got those little sort of infinity latches. That's going to keep them nice and secure. So you've already got that protection of the plunge and insert, right? You can just press that little button and it should release it. But then, just for added security, you've got these little infinity latches that give it extra double security. It's all going to be in precious metal. This is all in platinum over sterling silver. So very expensive overlay on top of precious metal and a lot of that hardware as well. Fits very, very comfortable. It glides like butter on the wrist. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got this at $197.99. It hurts me to say that. This is something, I've never seen a blue zircon tennis bracelet at the like a mall jeweler or retail level. If any of you have, let me know. And I don't think until I came here. I'd seen a blue zircon, but not a tennis style bracelet. So folks, you're getting something that's going to put you in a very, very elite club. I want to remind you, these are, and I'm going to, who is it that always pulls up the chair?
Lolo does.
Oh, they pull up the chair?
Sometimes Hunter.
Good enough for them, good enough for me. Because I'm going to sit down and have a fireside chat with you here. Kim does too.
Yeah, Kim does. Yeah.
Did I pull it up enough? I'm not leaning. Folks, for less than $200, you are getting, let's just say what it, all right, look, 17 karat 65 for the 6.5. So let's just call it 20 carats, give or take a couple carats of just the most beautiful, doubly refractive gemstone, match mated, calibrated, all to, in my opinion, to perfection, that you're ever going to see. We've got this available to you. Also, if we could click on it, this is $197. But if we could click on the other color stones that are available on there, I'm seeing some thumbnails. We've also got this in a multi-zircon. So you've got one in sort of an orange or reddish zircon as well, with some interspersed blue zircons as well. That one's going to be a little bit more on the expensive side. That one's $314. It's not overly expensive, but it's about $114 more. We've also got them in a, whoa, we've got red zircon. That's going to be $299. That is amazing. So folks, if you got that red zircon ring, oh my goodness. Should you get the red zircon, and the ring was an oval, should you get the red zircon rendition of this, it's $100 more than this one. We marked this one down for you as a special today, but $299 for the extraordinarily rare red zircon. Just imagine, here's the red zircon ring. This is sold 102. Imagine this, but and this exact same design, this exact classic tennis style bracelet. Imagine this all in red zircon, and you're rocking this ring. Oh my goodness, the ring. Again, I think that one had the platinum overlay. This has the platinum overlay. They're going to match up beautifully with that red zircon. That might just be one of the best deals you're ever going to see. And this just in, beep, 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 beep. And everybody's watching on TikTok, and probably most everybody out there is like, what does that mean? I'm not going to go into it. We've got one of these, the 7 1/4 on that blue zircon. That one they put on clearance for us and made it $148.49. It's 19 karat 75. It's 20 carats for the 7 1/4. How much is the 8 inch? And then back to 197 for the 8 inch. So for the 6 1/2 inch on the blue zircon, I know I'm kind of all over the map here because we went from the red zircon to the red zircon. Let's just say is going to be $299. But for 197, you can get either the 6 1/2, which is about 17 and some change, 17 karat 65 of blue zircon. You can get the 8 inch, which is going to be the same price, $197, or you can get, and those you will have the option. It's your prerogative. If you get it home and you don't fall in love with it, then you can return it. Now, if an item's put on clearance, though, there is no returning it. I could say I don't think this is going to be one of those decisions that you regret when you get this home. It is absolutely stunning on these blue zircons. But if you get the 7 1/4, obviously we just had more of those, I'm assuming, so they marked it down for us even more. You can get it for under $150, and that's going to be 20 carats. So it's going to be over 20 carats for the 8, and it's just gorgeous. Doubly refractive gemstone, genuine gemstone. Let's never conflate zircon, the stone, with zirconia. Okay, with cubic zirconia. This is a genuine gemstone, world's oldest gemstone, over 4 billion years old. They did carbon dating with a lot of the material that's mined with zircon to sort of date the earth with a lot of organic material that they find that's petrified and whatnot. But folks, this is an opportunity, absolutely stunning. And I gotta say, for my money, I absolutely 100% would get that red zircon bracelet. Red zircon, extremely rare. Blue zircon, very rare too. But red zircon, red and green zircon are probably the two rarest to find in a zircon. To get an entire tennis bracelet of red zircon, you're going to be the only person, I think, in an entire arena. You go to a Taylor Swift concert where she saw like 125,000 people, you're going to be able to get, you're probably going to be one of the only people in that entire arena with a red zircon ring and a red zircon tennis bracelet. That's how rare we're talking about in terms of rarity and beauty. Forget about it. All right, so we're gonna move on. But that, my friends, was item sold. This was 112.
No, so we're having a small little issue to where my scan gun isn't working all of a sudden.
Yay.
So what I did was I put in the comments like the SKU number for them to head to the website.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. So this was in the bracelet was
That was sold 110.
09?
Okay.
Okay.
109.
109.
Yeah.
109. Okay. All right. So next up, we're going to, and that's folks under $200. Unbelievable. All right. So we're gonna move on to Have you gotten a Turkazite yet? Ladies and gentlemen, have you gotten a Turkazite yet? If you haven't, you need to, because this is a very, very rare gemstone. It's one of the very few all-natural color change gemstones in the world. This is a phenomenon whereby the color doesn't just shift. You know, there's a color shift sapphire, and there's color shift gemstones that will sort of shift the color slightly. But color change is extraordinarily rare to find in nature, and especially when it's all natural. Obviously, many of you are familiar with alexandrite. It was originally discovered in the Ural Mountains of Mother Russia, and it is one of the most expensive gemstones in the world. Tens of thousands of dollars per carat it can be up to. I've seen them, and it's a beautiful color change gemstone. But Turkazite, for my money, it rivals, and I think in many cases beats the majority of what's out there for color change gemstones, whether it be color change sapphire, color change garnet, color change chrysoberyl in the case of alexandrite. But the color change variety of Turkish diaspora, which also has been known as zoltanite in the trades, has been known by many different names. Turkazite is the name that I think is going to stick, and ultimately where we're going to land with that. But it is extraordinarily rare. It's virtually a one-source gemstone, so there's only really one place on Earth in Turkey where this material is mined, and there's not a lot of it. There's not a lot of high-quality grade material. But we are fortunate enough to be able to bring you some of the highest quality material that money can buy. This is all going to be in 18 karat gold. You're going to be in the top 5 percentile of the finest material that you can get. Now, the color change that exhibits here, you see sort of a kiwi green, then sort of a strawberry champagne. So that's the shift that you're going to see. But no matter what you're wearing, because of the clarity of this stone, it's extraordinarily clean. Not always, but in the case of what we're offering here, extraordinarily eye clean. That's one of the big differences. A lot of the alexandrite that you'll see out there that you pay a small fortune for, it's going to be a little milky, right? Not this. So that clarity, I think, also adds to sort of a chameleon type effect that you get with this gemstone. So it almost it wants to match and mimic any color that you've got. Not to say that it turns blue, but because of that clarity, it just really syncs up extraordinarily well with virtually any color in your wardrobe. But the primary color change is going to be of that. There we go, TikTok, of kiwi green to strawberry champagne on this one. And ladies and gentlemen, this is top gem world class here. Folks, this is on clearance. Why? I have no idea. Because when you have a rare gemstone like this, something that I think has the potential, and you might hear Tony talking about this. Tony, who's one of our buyers and also a host here, you might hear him talking about this. But I agree with him that this has the potential to be one of the best investments in terms of gemstones that you make in your entire lifetime. This is, again, we put the best in the best. This is an 18 karat yellow gold. So it's from the Eliana collection. You'll get all that information. You'll get a nice card that'll come along with it. It'll come in a very fancy box. And you're going to get something that is truly, truly extraordinarily rare. This also is going to have some nice, let's see, little G to H, so near colorless diamonds adorning either side of it, a classic style mounting. You've got sort of 3 and 3 rounds on either side here. And then, of course, down the shank, you've got a nice little row of diamonds on either side. But the headline here is obviously that gorgeous center stone, which is just to die for. Could we scroll down? And I'm going to give you the price on this. We've got this available in a size 7. I think you can get some sizing. Get it home, and then, you know, it's definitely got some sizability here, because those diamonds only go halfway down the shank. So yeah, we've only got one size available, but let's not let perfect be the enemy of the good, because folks, we're giving you a 3 carat 25, right? So the center stone will be minimum 3 carat 25. So we're well over the 1 benchmark. We're well over the 2 benchmark. We're at the 3 benchmark. Now, if you see Alexandrite out there, something really special when you're over that 3 benchmark size. But I think that ultimately, when it comes down to it, much like with Paraiba tourmaline, that the benchmarks don't necessarily are not at the carat, 1 carat, for example, 2 carat, 3 carat. I think you really get into those sort of half carat benchmarks, and in many cases quarter carat. Like a quarter carat Paraiba tourmaline that we sold here was a great price, and we sold it for like $1,400 for like a quarter carat, and that's a great price. So keep in mind that this is extraordinarily rare. I mean, Alexandrite, there's Brazilian pockets of Alexandrite, obviously Russian pockets. Pockets been found all over the world of Alexandrite, and it goes for tens of thousands of dollars per carat. This has that potential, I think. And folks, to be able to get a 3 carat, this is all under $1,000. I don't know how we're able to do this, and I'm not going to ask questions, but I would say if you have the means, and I understand it's a considered purchase for many of us out there. That's a lot of money for me, but if you can afford it, you should absolutely take advantage of this opportunity. This is 3 carat 25. The remaining is going to be in those beautiful diamonds. It's all in 18 karat gold. Folks, just the mounting alone, I think you're getting, I mean, this is a mounting that you could easily see out there for $1,000. $909 for what I think is easily what should be a minimum, I think, of $3,000 a carat on that turquoisite. And you've got something really special, a genuine color change gemstone. One of the rarest gemstones on the planet Earth, virtually a one source gemstone, and something that is not being found in abundance, with the clarity, the cut, the color, the color, and of course the carat weight. All right, so I'm gonna show it to you again. This is again going to be item sold 110. Item sold 110 on a very large and pretty hard on the Mohs hardness scale, about a 7.5 to an 8. Turkish diaspora there, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. And that's for TikTok, and then for everybody who's watching on Instagram and Facebook, of course, there. $909. That's a clearance item. I don't think you ever get one of those if you ever find it in the retail world for anywhere under 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 on up. Fast forward to 10 years down the road, folks, when that material is all mined out and it's close to it, and sky's the limit. That might be one of the best investments on the gemstone you ever make in your entire life. All right, so we're going to move on from item sold 110 to item sold, is this going to be sold 111? The next one?
No, there's no more sold for these next ones.
Okay, so now we put the information in the system, should be to the left or right of me, as to how you're going to procure these items. So we're kind of switch. The last item, very rare, extraordinarily rare on your turquoisite, over 3 carats, under $1,000, unbelievable, 900 and some change. And to one of the most, well, not necessarily abundant, quartz fairly abundant, but one of the most revered stones in all the world. We all know this stone, amethyst. It's your February birthstone. This is a beautiful past, present, and future. We're sort of at the, I'd say, well, that one looks almost a little bit darker than what I'm looking at. This one to me is so beautiful because it has, and this is a little bit misleading because that looks a little bit darker because I don't know if they just did it with a darker background. This is sort of the perfect marriage of a Concord grape, sort of rich, robust, what we traditionally know is like a lot of these Siberian amethyst material that was really dark. It's kind of a combo. This is that sweet spot in between that and what is now one of the highest trending colors to see amethyst in, which is the sort of Rose de France color, which is a little bit lighter, more lilac and sort of pink hues. This kind of has the perfect blend, perfect marriage, if you will, of the best of both worlds when it comes to amethyst. And ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 carats, very, very large, slightly larger center stone. Then you've got, of course, the past and the future on either side. They're all color matched to perfection. And folks, this is going to have diamond accents, and this is going to be $37.99. So I say all that to say, look, we're in terms of range, we're giving it to you today. Does it work as a gents ring? It maybe, to each their own. But just to give you an idea of scale, never mind the moissanite ring. We'll go back and give that a shout out here in a second. I want you to focus on that beautiful trilogy. $279, not out of the realm of possibility. We've got this available in all the sizes right now, folks. This is a 5 through 10. But ladies, this is going to be just a quintessential look. Of course, past, present, future is a classic design, classic look in any gemstone. And of course, this is one of the prettiest. I mean, those amethysts are just to die for. So take a look. $37.99. Now we do have a good bit of these to go around. And I also want to point out, if you love it, folks, this is all in precious metal too. This is not mystery metal. It's got a platinum overlay, over 925 sterling silver. So you've got it in precious metal. What could easily, be the cost of a band. In most small jewelers, you're getting that explosion of what is robust and just really, again, I think the perfect marriage of the Rose de France and that sort of Concord grape color. You get it all for under 40 bucks. But you also have a budget pay on this. The budget pay is going to be under $10. This is today and today only. It's $9.50. That's how I know this is super special pricing. So you got something that's probably going to bump back up to maybe $39, $49, maybe $50 and some change for everyday price. But today, if you take advantage of this right now or within the next 23 to 20, close to 24 hours, don't chance it. You're getting it for $9.50 on budget pay. So just to give you a count here, I've got, by my count, there's only 11 of these in total. Fortunately, we do have them in 5 through 10. So they're going to be extremely limited on each of those. But if you don't have an amethyst ring, or if you do have an amethyst ring and you want that sort of, what I think is the perfect mix between the Rose de France and the rich sort of Siberian deep purple, I think this is going to be an excellent opportunity. Big stones too. Coming in about, you're talking at least probably a carat and some change on each of these. 4 carats in total with diamonds. Ever so small diamond accents, but that does add a nice little bow tie effect. You've got these little baguettes on either side of it. Just really adds a nice little cherry to go on top of what is already a very beautiful sundae with whipped cream. All right? Take advantage of that, folks. Under $40. Now, if you get these, I've got to strongly advise you, or even if you don't get this, I've got to strongly advise you to get these amazing door knocker style paper clip amethyst and white zircon earrings. Tell me these don't look boutique. That looks like they stepped out of a high-end showroom of a Rodeo Drive. Gorgeous. They're going to be about an inch from top to bottom. You've got a nice round, just to give you an idea of scale there on these. These, fashion forward, oh yes. They look expensive, oh yes. Are they expensive? No, not here. They could easily be $200. That's where we had them at, right? Yeah. $200 estimated retail value, easily at the retail level. Because look, they look like they just came out of the pages of a Cosmo magazine or Vogue. I love the paperclip style, super fashion forward. I love the fact that you've got these white zircon here in the door knocker area, right? So that's going to give you a really, really beautiful, robust look of diamonds. Nice articulation on these. You got the smaller paper clip here. Love what they did with that. Again, the sort of door knocker here, which gives you added articulation, and of course a round amethyst, which I think the color on these amethysts syncs up very, very well with that amethyst ring that we just got you that was in the platinum overlay. But these are going to have the vermeil, right? So they are going to be in precious metal. They are designed. You've got the big disc backs. These are $34.99. $34.99. And I'm not going to spend any more time on it because this is the last one. Oops.
Oop.
These are going to sell out. Who's getting them? Fastest fingers wins. And DJ, the way they do it is it's going to explain to
Yeah,
them.
put the information in.
It'll explain to you. It should explain to you guys how to get those, but there's one. So I'm not going to waste any more time on it. They deserve the time though. These are awesome. Love that. If you don't get them, I'll get them. That's cool. Under $40. All right. So we're gonna shift gears here, and gosh, we're running out of time. We can go over a little bit since we got a little bit of a.
I mean, we have one more item after this.
Okay, cool.
So we're good.
All right, good. All right, multi gemstone. Oh, actually, we have two more. Yeah, we can get to them. Multi gemstone here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 birthstones right here. We've got peridot. Let's start from. We'll do it. Yeah. I'm a little dyslexic here. We're gonna go from right to left here. Peridot, August birthstone. Amethyst, blue topaz, dead ringer for your March birthstone, aquamarine, right? You got the citrine here, November birthstone, and of course January with that gorgeous garnet. These are all going to be almost like princess cuts on those. These are stunning, top quality on these gemstones, and the cutting is sensational. You've got just rows and halls of light refraction coming off of these, all natural on your garnet there. I'm going to assume that you've got those. Those are going to be probably white zircon, 3 flanking sort of either side on the rounds. I love, love, love this design. Gives you that really, really expensive, boutique, high-end luxury design with top quality gemstones. I love that they made that blue, that really gorgeous, almost like sky blue zircon, or not blue zircon, that sky blue topaz. Looks like a blue zircon actually. Right there in the center stone. That is beautifully cut too. It's almost like an Asher cut in a way. It's got a step cutting on that. Gorgeous. All right, take a look at this. What did I do with it? So have a look at that. There we go. For everybody who's watching on TikTok, look at the quality on those stones. And then for everybody who's watching on Facebook and Instagram, really, really high quality on those. And again, all in precious metal. 2 carat 15 total weight. Again, January, November, February, August. Of course, blue topaz. I think they toss blue topaz in with December often, but it is a dead ringer for that sort of beautiful aquamarine, which is of course your March birthstone. So you've got a lot of bases in terms of birthstones there. So if you know anybody who likes high fashion luxury designs, check that box on this one. They have a birthday in August, February, November, or January. Check that box on this one. And they just love a beautiful look. Another thing, you look at that side profile there. I'm trying to hold me still. Drink some coffee before the show here. A little fill-in job here, so it's last minute. I had to guzzle down the coffee, but now I got little shakes going on. Man, this is beautiful though. Don't miss this, ladies and gentlemen. Now we've got it available in sizes 6 through 10. I think it works as a gents ring too. Why not? It's got a low profile. That's one of my. And it's totally. Yeah, why not? We've got available in budget pay as well. That's going to be less than $10. Less than $10 is going to get this home on what could easily be, I'd say, $149 to $349 at the retail level. Especially the tension setting on those, gorgeous. The staggered look of them, and how they didn't, they could have just put them all in a row. I love how they put them at an angle. And then you've got this, which gives it a very, very rich and robust. For that reason alone, I say, yeah, gents, it might work as a gents ring because it almost says it's just like a full. It's not a bunch of, sort of frilly, filigree work going on here. Just solid there, which gives it a very, very expensive look as well. So I really hope that if you love this ring, if you don't love the look, then you don't love the look. If you don't love the gemstones, you don't love the gemstones. But if you love the gemstones and you got top quality gemstones here, and a really high-end luxury design on this one, I hope you'll take advantage of it. So that one, again, that was very, very affordable there. And we've only got 5 of these, though. Last in stock. 5 left. Those will probably sell out. And then we're going to transition smoothly into our final item here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Mozambique garnet is one of the most beautiful finds of garnet. Garnet is one of the most beautiful gemstones out there. It's typically all natural, so there's not going to be any treatments. With most of your gemstones, you're going to get treatment on the majority of them, whether it be heat treatment or radiation of some kind or whatever it may be. It's fairly common. But to get an all-natural gemstone, and really one of the most beautiful gemstones out there that is, relatively rare as well. And then when I give you the price on this one, that's what makes this truly unbelievable. You've got top gem quality on these garnets. I mean, the cutting of these alone, the cutting alone is what makes this price so stinking ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, this is $19.99. How many of these do we have?
Ooh,
what?
One. We have one.
$19.99. Who's going to get it first? Fastest fingers wins. It's a bolo style. It's going to fit virtually any size wrist. You got to move quick on this. This is going to go bye-bye very, very quickly. But there's a saving grace. I think that's ridiculous. For 3 carat, nearly 4 carats of beautifully match mated and calibrated, gorgeous Mozambique garnet, all natural. $19.99. If you don't get it, I will get it. If you own a store, an online store, well, you can only get one. But can we click on the other colors? What do we have available there? And those are also, okay. We have a black spinel version of this. Now this is, look, the actual main portion of it here, and I'm gonna go into it. I know usually when we only have one, I'll say let's move on and kick myself a little bit for not knowing that after going on a soliloquy about it for however long. But this is worth the explanation here, because this portion here is going to be in sterling silver, precious metal. This portion, that sort of snake style chain, and the Rolo, which is going to make this fit virtually any size wrist, on up to 10.5 inches on down to little baby wrist. So I want to say that to say this: we've got it available. Since there's only one in the garnet, that's clearly going to sell out. I'm not saying it is sold out yet, so it may not be too late. But we've also got it available in the Rose de France Amethyst. That's going to be $34.99. So this one's $19.99, and we've got the one in the Amethyst available at $34.99. We've also got a black spinel available to you, and that's going to be at $29.99. Still a phenomenal price, because now we're talking about the black spinel. That one's going to be 4 carat 35. They're all going to be under the same banner there. So one on the garnet. We probably got, I'd say, less than a dozen of probably the other 2 as well, that more than likely. But they're all very, very affordable, all going to be under $35. So take advantage of all 3 of these, quite frankly, if you can get them. And I think that's going to be about our time today here, folks. I want to say thank you so much. I want to do a quick recap if you just joined us with some of the remaining times. I know we got a late start today. I was sort of doing a fill-in job, and appreciate the opportunity, of course. Now, there was a pair of earrings that we weren't able to get to just because of the time constraints. Take advantage of those. Are those going to be up? Or did we not put them up because we don't have them available? These.
Oh yeah, those I have. Hold on.
Oh, let's show them then. Yeah, let me show these, and then I want to do a quick recap of just some really, really important highlights here. That's not the same thing that I'm seeing, though.
It's not. Oh, I guess you're saying.
Because these have the what look like maybe zircon, or because these are super cool looking. There you go. There you go. All right. Moissanite raindrop earrings. These are so cool. Talk about fashion forward. It's like a little pear-shaped little raindrop that you're getting with these. Folks, this is a lot of hardware, but I don't think so. I feel it. Not so heavy that it's gonna weigh down your ear, but it definitely looks extraordinarily. There we go, TikTok, and for everybody else, definitely looks very, very heavy. It's different. They're beautiful. They are loaded with precious metal. Sterling silver, you're gonna have a platinum overlay. You've got these little tension set, what look like diamonds. These are gonna be moissanite. Gonna give you a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of sparkle. I think the biggest, not necessarily, it's like full carat. But moissanite, of course, gives you all that fire brilliance. All seamless too, all smooth, right? So the tension set, each one of these individual moissanite, that's gonna give you a lot of scintillation, sparkle, and of course, brilliance. And these are absolutely stunning. You got the big disc backs, which you definitely want to kind of help to sort of center those on the ear. But they're going to give you a very, very rich and robust look. And ladies and gentlemen, you're getting these for $129.99. Also have them available in a vermeil as well. $32.50 on budget pay. So gorgeous, interesting, fashion forward, very, very high-end design there. Love, love, love those. So I'm just going to kind of do a quick recap. We have the red zircon, folks. That was $129. We're down to the final dozen or so of those. And then I want to show this one last time. Of course, that moissanite ring, which we had about maybe 11 of for the gents. And then this, which was a carat 20. That was, I believe, $129, if I'm not mistaken. That's a great deal if that's $199. But that's in genuine gold. That's going to be in the Luxor. That's a carat 20 on a Pataiba apatite. Carat 20, very rare to see it in those sizes. So just want to kind of flash those back in. Folks, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to be back on again Thursday, I believe Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. And I'll be, of course, doing the overnight on television this week on Friday from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Who's going to be with you?
Jessica.
This afternoon we got Jessica, who's lovely, and she's going to be coming back at 2 p.m. So I hope you guys will check that out. And I will see you next time. If you just joined, go back and check this one out. Great, great show. All right. Thank you, guys. God bless. All right.
Nice.
Good stuff. One.